Hi, I'm Jill Stokeld with The Advocate. I am so excited today to be here at the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank with Mike Manning, the President and CEO. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thanks for coming. Glad to have you here.
Well, I have to say, this is quite the operation. So talk to me a little bit about who the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank serves, because I know it's more than just Baton Rouge.
Yeah, if you take East Baton Rouge Parish and you draw a big circle around it and all those surrounding parishes, that's where we are. You start over in St. Helena, both Felicianas, over to Point Capee, down to Iberville, all the way down to Assumption, Ascension, St. James, Livingston, and then East and West Baton Rouge, and that's where we serve. So 11 parishes.
Wow, so you have quite the footprint that you're serving the people. So let's talk a little bit about the people that you serve. So tell me a little bit, because I think a lot of people like myself don't really understand what food insecurity means and just how many people in those 11 parishes are impacted by it.
Yeah, when you talk about food insecurity, there's so many definitions out there, but what it really means is people don't have enough food to have 3 square meals a day. The big issue for us is that we are number 1 in Louisiana in child food insecurity, and we're number 1 in senior food insecurity. And you're talking about the 2 ends of the continuum that are least able to do anything about that.
Right.
So it's a real challenge to make sure that we're getting them the food they need.
So what are some ways that you actually do get the food to the people that need it, obviously who might not have transportation, et cetera?
Well, we do have a senior program where we distribute food directly to seniors. We work with agencies throughout the 11 parish area. We have over 115 agencies that actually do distributions in their neighborhoods. And then we also do programs like Backpack, where we provide food for kids for the weekend, and for the holidays we double up and give them a double pack. So it gives them the opportunity to have food for the weekend, to come back to school and not be starving so that they can learn.
Right. Because, you know, if you're worried about eating, you can't focus on doing your homework, et cetera.
The headaches, the distraction, the behavioral problems, all that really comes from that issue of food insecurity and hunger.
So I know that you've been here almost 20 years now, and then in 1984 this kind of began, but really became incorporated in 1985.
Right. In 1984 they started basically responding to the oil bust.
Okay.
And they were distributing food. The downtown churches got together and they started going to Victoria Baptist Church and distributed food from the trunks of their vehicles. And that was the nexus or the birth of what became the food bank.
Okay. So what kind of changes in your almost 20 years have you seen and the impact that we're making on our community?
Well, it's really been a sea change of what we do in food banking. You know, for example, we just used to take a truckload of reclamation product, which is product pulled from the shelves because it's past best by date, and we take that and we'd sort that. But now we're focused on produce, proteins, trying to make sure that we're creating a healthy situation, because the last thing we want to do is put people in a worse situation than they're already in. And if we can do things and improve the nutritional quality that we distribute, we're helping the state, because that also affects the healthcare costs for the state, especially under the Medicaid and Medicare programs.
Absolutely. So you mentioned, you know, what you're doing and kind of the evolution. And I also know, just in looking around, there was a very large volunteer group. They just took a little much needed and well-deserved break. But so talk to me about some of the advances here, maybe in technology, that people aren't even aware of that we have going on here to help our neighbors.
Well, from a technology standpoint, we installed all new systems. We have a new accounting system. We have a new warehouse system. We have a tremendous technological advances because we can do barcoding and things now. So when you go to pick something off the shelf to put it onto an order, you just scan it and you keep going. So it's really allowed us to be more effective and more efficient with not adding too many more people to have to do it.
It's great. So, you know, here we are kind of in the holiday season. So this is a time when people start thinking about, you know, the needs of others and giving back, et cetera. But this isn't just a problem that people face in our community just at this time. What are some of the ways that people can help and give back?
Well, it's very easy. They can go to our website. They can set up a food drive. They can donate online, or they can schedule time to come volunteer. And they can do that not just on the website, but also on our telephone app. We've, you know, really advanced to try to connect with people.
Right.
And both of those opportunities present information to our clients to know what's going on, to know where they can go for assistance.
Okay, so you're communicating with not only potential donors, but also with people who need the services.
Exactly. It's closing the loop.
Yeah, I love it. Oh, it's so smart. So what is your favorite thing and most rewarding thing from working here?
I would say when we're given the opportunity and somebody comes back and say, here, you all helped me last year, here, help the next person, help somebody else. Whether it was from a car accident or whatever, put them down. That makes us do what we want, what we do. It makes us continue to do what we want to do. It's the reward.
Absolutely. You were there for them in their time of need, and now when they are able, they come back and
Exactly.
assist you again so they can help others. I love that. I love that. Is there anything that we haven't covered today that you'd like our viewers to know about?
Well, opportunities to volunteer. We are probably this year going to break our all-time record for volunteer hours, looking at 50,000 hours, which will be the all-time high, and we've never seen anything close to that, which, when you start looking at the number of hours and the number of employees equivalents that you get from that, we get the equivalent of, it's going to be about 24 full-time employees that we get out of that.
All volunteer-based.
Right, and we're not paying them anything other than a thank you.
Right. Oh, that is phenomenal. And the easiest way for people to sign up for that, either through the app or online?
Those are the easiest way. We've tried to streamline it, make it as user-friendly as possible.
And talk to me a little bit about, like, what does, I know when I encounter people, they're like, I'd love to give so much money, but I only have, $5, $10. Every dollar counts, but what does that really mean in terms of what y'all can do with that money?
Well, when you look at a dollar, we can generate the equivalent of about 3 meals with that dollar. Wow. And the way we can do that is because we can access national donations of product and get it in here just for the cost of the transportation. So we'll get a tractor trailer load of one food product here into Baton Rouge for us to distribute for the cost of that trucking to get it here, no other cost. And it's also that we can buy at wholesale and major producer prices that are significantly better than the grocery store or Sam's or wherever you may go to try to take advantage of those prices. We can still do better. So we can leverage things much better by receiving dollars as opposed to just food.
Got it. It's great information. Mike, thank you so much for your time today. I've really enjoyed learning more about you. Have an amazing crew here, and the volunteers just make it fun and lively every day. So I really appreciate it. Guys, this holiday season, think about others in our community. These are our neighbors. So you can give of your time, your gifts, your talents, or donations. So please consider supporting local, such as my new friend here at the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank.